Have you ever felt fully immersed when doing work? That feeling when you're one with the task and time just flies by. The moment when you realize 3 hours just went by and you think to yourself, whoa, I just thought I was 20 minutes in. And quite interestingly, these are the exact moments when you are most productive, most focused and most fulfilled. But those moments are extremely rare in this modern age where most people are focused on the best to-do list app, the next shiny device that will 10x the performance. But studying the elite performance in any field, no matter if they were entrepreneurs, investors or athletes, they all have one thing in common. They used flow states in order to produce incredible work. As a matter of fact, since I incorporated flow states in my work, I've been able to produce more, produce at a higher quality, while at the same time reducing my work time. If someone will tell me this 2 years ago, I would hardly believe it, but here I am at this stage of my journey. I've been able to post over 200 videos across different platforms in the past 5 months, while also having my hobbies, my family life, and also enjoying life. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can dramatically increase your performance, while at the same time not necessarily having to work more, and the secret to it is flow. So I talk about number 1, what is flow? Number 2, how you can use flow to increase your performance and fulfillment. And number 3, practical strategies to induce flow whenever you want. So one of the things that I love to do is playing football. For my American audience, soccer. Almost every Sunday I meet with my football friends and we play a match. But before we start the match, we prepare the teams. Who plays against who plays in which position, and then we start the match. So typically what I experience when the game starts is I'm very rusty. I'm thinking about everything and everything is very stiff. But after 10 to 15 minutes when I get into the groove, things happen automatically. I'm starting to really enjoy the game and I'm not thinking as much. And then somehow everything seems to flow. I know when to dribble and when to pass the ball. And sometimes I don't even know that someone is behind me and I already turned. It's almost like a mystical experience. And as I get more and more into the game, I feel this excitement, all these positive emotions. I'm very focused. Time almost stands still and everything starts to happen automatically. And then it is already half time and I'm thinking to myself, what? I was only playing 25 minutes, but no, it was already 1 hour. So that experience is called flow. And I'm sure you have experienced that in some way in another, maybe in sports, maybe in your work. Sometimes when I'm working on those YouTube videos, when I record the videos, in the beginning I'm very stumbling over my words and everything. But then around 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes I get into a very deep flow and my words start to flow and I'm not even looking at my outline or script and I'm just free flowing. That is the power of being in flow. Okay, let's define what flow actually is. Flow is a state of total immersion in an activity you love, making time fly and boosting your performance and happiness. It feels like being in the zone and it is referred to the optimal experience. Now the science behind flow is that when you are in flow, your brain releases certain neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, which help you feel motivated and focused. That's why when you are in flow, you are extremely focused and you have a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Also, when we are in flow, our brain reduces the stress-related chemical cortisol, which makes us feel relaxed and focused. That's why when you are in flow and deeply engaged in activity, there is no fear. For example, a lot of successful fighters are very nervous before the fight, but when the fight starts, their fears go away, because that part of our brain is shut off when we are in flow. So being in flow is a very powerful state that not only helps us in our productivity and performance. Researchers have found that being in flow state also helps you in your creativity, in your problem solving, happiness, fulfillment, and many more. Because the truth is this, you do your best work when you are deeply engaged in the activity and in flow state. And I'm sure you have experienced this in your life too. But the problem is most people don't know how to get into flow state at will. Now the next obvious question becomes, how do we enter flow state? And for that there are 4 conditions we have to meet in order to experience flow. Number 1, clear goals. You have to know exactly what you want to accomplish. For example, when I'm playing football with my friends, the goal is very clear, and that is to win. Number 2, immediate feedback. For example, right now I'm recording this YouTube video. The goal is very clear. I want to record this video. And right now, in this second, I'm receiving immediate feedback. Maybe I'm stumbling around my words, or maybe I'm really presenting the ideas that I want to share with you. So I have immediate feedback. I know exactly if I'm doing it right or wrong. The third condition is a balanced challenge. It should be challenging but not too hard. So again, going back to the YouTube video, recording this video right now is a challenging task. I have to make sure that I communicate my ideas and strategies that help me in a way that you understand it and hopefully take action on it. So this is a challenge, but it is not extremely hard. It will be very hard in the beginning stages. When I was recording videos back in December 2020, it was too challenging because first of all, I was not preparing the videos at all. And if that happens, you can't enter flow state. So ask yourself which task is challenging but not too hard. Most people make the mistake that they choose a too hard task and then they get frustrated. Or they choose a task that is too easy, because when the challenge is too easy, you can't enter flow state too. So there is a fine balance. My advice to you, based on my experience, is to err on the side of too hard. The fourth condition to enter flow is concentration. You want to be monomaniacally focused on one task. You must be focused on one task and have no distractions. Otherwise, you won't experience flow. This is one of the biggest flow breakers ever. And that happens sometimes in my work. Even when I've optimized everything, when someone enters in and interrupts me, I'm out of the flow. Now, of course, life happens and this is normal, but you want to really focus on one task and minimize distractions. We are living in an age of massive distraction, and one of the biggest distractions is our phone. So when you work, when you do important work and you want to really get into flow state and upgrade your performance, you want to shut off all notification for at least 2 to 3 hours, or depending on your schedule. So using flow is a continuous practice, and you want to use flow in every area of your life. Flow does not only help you, as I said before, in your workday and performance, it also helps you, for example, in your relationships, learning, and many more areas of your life. And it really is one of the keys to having more fulfillment and more happiness. But one of the biggest requirements to flow is having clear goals. In other words, clear outcomes, having clarity in your life and organization. Because if your mind is ordered, then it's very easy to focus on the task at hand and experience flow. For that, you want to watch next this video where I called, I believe, how to organize your life. You want to use this video as next. I go very deep and share powerful strategies and tactics that I've used to completely organize my life. And don't worry, this won't be a shallow productivity video where I talk about use a calendar or in the next shiny app. I talk about how you can organize your mind first to organize your life. So you definitely want to watch this video next. If you found this video valuable, let me know in the comment section below. I read all your comments. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I see you in the next one.